Well, we made it to Friday. It's March 20th. You have the Day Weather Podcast. Let's take a look at the weather today and through the weekend. The storm that came through Colorado, Wyoming, and Nebraska, bringing a lot of travel problems, especially to Nebraska, is moving away. But boy, the air behind the system is very cold. It feels like January out there, and it's going to be a cold day across the whole region. But moderating temperatures are going to come this weekend. But the pattern is going to stay unsettled, folks. Dirty high pressure. There's a new term for you, dirty high pressure. We'll talk about what dirty high pressure means here in a minute. We have a slow rebound in temperatures coming. We're going to have occasional snow showers off and on all weekend and into early next week in the mountains. And occasionally some spring showers will reach the plains. And the weather stays active next week. I think we're probably looking at the middle to the end of next week, another large storm system, maybe a little bit bigger than the one that just came through. It's on the table for the second half of next week. So we've got lots to talk about weather-wise while we're all looking for things to do. Well, watching the weather should be fun here over the next week to 10 days. This is where we are right now with the upper level pattern. The storm system that came through yesterday is now going to go all the way up into the Great Lakes and basically be gone. But what we're going to see, this is a forecast for Saturday morning, is we talked a little bit about dirty high pressure. See this little ridge coming up? This is what's going to move into parts of Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado this weekend. This is going to warm us up, but this is what we mean by dirty. We have a little wave here. We have a little wave here. We have a bigger wave here. The flow of air from the Pacific is moist. And also, we've got another little branch of the jet stream coming in from the northwest. So yes, it is going to be getting a little bit warmer, but this moisture, this instability that's coming in off the west coast is going to keep snow showers off and on in the mountains. And don't be surprised this weekend if occasionally a rain or snow shower rolls through the plains. They just won't amount to much. And we see this pattern likely holding all the way through Monday and Tuesday. This is what we mean by dirty. What I'm showing you here, there's a lot of colors here. Just find the state you're interested in. Here's Wyoming. And then as we get down, here's Colorado, so you can get point of reference. You see all this yellow, blue, these orange colors? These are upper level weather disturbances that are flowing in the jet stream, coming up out of the southwest, coming in from the northwest. Each one of these color areas represents the atmosphere where it's unstable. It represents where there's going to be instability, where there could be showers popping up. This is a pattern that we tend to see in March and April. It's a pattern that can be quite productive to bring occasional snow, wet snow to the mountain areas. Nothing that lasts long, but little bursts of snow in the high country of the West. And we're going to see that over the next 4 days here and there. And you can see the concentration of these little disturbances in this area here, but up here as well. We'll see this little wave come on through, producing mountain snow showers. So this is our dirty high pressure, which is really typical for this time of year. If we were to look at what the precipitation forecast is in dirty high pressure, well, there you go. You can see light precipitation on the plains. You can see the darker green and the darker blues over the mountains of Utah, Colorado, and Wyoming there, back into Nevada and California. So better weather, but certainly not perfect weather for the weekend. Now let's take a look ahead. As we get into next week, here we have another small Southern California low. Here's another British Columbia low with this high pressure ridge in the Gulf of Alaska. This should look like deja vu because this is almost the exact same map. It looked almost exactly the same we showed you last week. Bookended by high pressures in the Gulf of Alaska and the southeastern United States. So what's going to happen next week? This is Monday morning. What will happen next week is this low gets kicked out across Colorado again. So as we get into the time frame of late Monday and the Tuesday, we're going to see snow increasing in the mountains, rain and snow showers on the plains, maybe some thunderstorm activity again. Then this guy is going to swing south along the coast, much like this last storm did. Then that system is going to swing through in the Thursday time frame of next week, and this has got the potential to become another Colorado low coming in behind it. So next week is going to stay unsettled, with the second half of the week bringing the potential bigger storm system. And you can see all this blue up here. This is a lot of cold air still locked up over the higher latitudes, and these spokes, like spokes on a wheel, will rotate around this polar area here, sending more disturbances south for the end of March and into early April. We may, in the first week of April, have to deal with more of this weather up here. Thanks for watching and listening to the Day Weather Podcast. Have a good weekend. Have fun watching the weather.